It's a sad and upsetting story coming out of Dallas. These robbers steal hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of jewelry out of a store. Let's hit it.
Well, now to a shocking robbery caught on camera. A small business owner's dreams shattered, literally. Dallas police are searching for the four suspects who stole hundreds of thousands in jewelry. Sydney Persing talks to the business owner's son who witnessed it all.
Sunday inside El Rancho Supermercado in Dallas.
I'm gonna give context throughout this story. Supermercado is a grocery store. For those of you who don't know, you live here in the Dallas Fort Worth area, you know about El Rancho and Supermercado. Caters to the Hispanic, Latina community, Mexican. Let's just say the Tex-Mex Mexican community. Let's just say it like that, like it is. There's a few of these around. I remember Malone's Cost Plus back in the day. Same thing, same type of store. Kind of small store, caters to a specific group of people. I like going into those stores because like their fruits be fresh. It seems like a lot of times it might have come straight from Mexico, may come straight from a local farmer. Might be a little more expensive, but to me, the quality can be better. It can be better than a lot of these big name stores, that grocery stores that are out there. If you want like specialty foods, I remember I used to make this drink called Bombay Punch. I lost the recipe, but man, it had like some ingredients that I can only find in a supermercado store. Uh, Churros. I like eating those. They got good anyway. They got like when you like specialty foods like straight out of Mexico, Tex-Mex, this, that, and the third. El Rancho Supermercado is a great place to go. But again, this is a grocery store.
Day inside El Rancho Supermercado in Dallas. Security footage shows a young girl trying on bracelets at a jewelry counter when all of a sudden, four people walk right behind her and do this. It took less than 30 seconds for these four thieves to get away with a whopping six.
Hold on. You see this dude here? Everybody else got on masks. This dude doesn't have on mask. Doesn't have on a mask. That's gonna be your snitch right there. He's gonna be the one to tell on everybody because this dummy probably got, what I'm saying, probably got COPD and can't wear a mask. I don't know.
With a whopping $600,000 worth of jewelry, according to a Dallas Police Department document. Cameras capture the moment terrified customers and workers alike scramble to.
Now, y'all see the customers? Like I say, all of Hispanic origin. Now, let me tell you something about this demographic of people down here. A lot of times they are victims of crimes because either them or their family, they are here without papers. Period. Okay. So people who are citizens of hell, even their own people, but here, usual suspects for us in our community, uh, they know that if they're going to hit somebody, they're going to find a soft target. These will be the people because they know they're not going to call. Most of them ain't going to call the police. They don't want to get law enforcement involved because they're afraid of being detained or deported. So a lot of times they don't say anything, which is sad because these people, as you can see, are trying to make a living. When folks say that people are against this illegal immigration and trying to deport people back to their home countries, it's not these folk. It's not the folk that's here like this young lady here working behind the counter. These folks here buying groceries. The lady and her family with the jewelry store. It's not them people they're talking about. We're talking about the criminals, not these brothers here. I'm gonna say the word brothers. Not these brothers here that is doing this. Who are just have no plan in life. Just what you want to call them, scum of the earth. Don't have no plan, have no future. Just here to terrorize other people instead of doing what swine is supposed to do and run and jump off the side of a mountain like the swine did when the Messiah. Well, the demons did, jumped inside swine, and then jumped themselves off a cliff, like the swine and the demons did when the Messiah confronted them back in the scriptures.
Safety, and dial 911.
I thought he was going to pull out a gun. It felt like I saw my life flash before my eyes.
Angel Cuenca is the man in the video. Was helping his mom run her jewelry
Look at him.
business.
He's nervous because you see he has this jewelry box. First thing he's thinking about doing is hiding the box, but then it's like, well, hell, what's the purpose of putting it back in the case because they're going to break it, but they ain't going to put it on top. So I don't know what to do, and I'm scared for my life because, like he said, he probably thought they had a gun. Let's just run through it.
Is the man in the video. Was helping his mom run her jewelry business, Joyeria Princesa, which operates out of the supermarket.
It was the saddest thing I've ever seen, honestly.
Angel's mom was in the restroom at the time of the brazen attack. When she came back to her counter,
Mom, they just took everything.
she saw this.
Mom, don't go out there.
Angel told me his mom started the business by herself with a $3,000 loan, that she works harder than anyone he knows, 80 hours a week, to sell this jewelry.
I didn't want to do anything.
She did not have insurance.
When we got home, she was still crying for the rest of the night.
The Dallas Police Department is investigating the robbery. Angel is grateful no one was hurt, but is desperate to have the people who did this to his mother identified and arrested immediately.
Unfortunately, a lot of the hard work that she put into this store was thrown out the window yesterday in a span of 30 seconds.
In Dallas, I'm Sydney Person.
So again, the usual suspects, a bunch of criminals, not productive in society. I'm quite sure that these guys will probably have committed crimes before. Hold on, it's a few little points I want to touch on. Number one, she got a loan, $3,000 loan. So don't tell them where she got it from. Who cares? That's not the point now. But she took that loan and made a business. Now, whether it was smart of her to not have insurance or to not have shatterproof glass behind the counter, because you're in a grocery store, she probably felt safe around her people. And then here come these strangers coming in and making us look bad as a people. So now they're going to think that all of us are going to the store. Now, if I go in that supermercado to try to get me some churros or some fresh fruit, they probably going to think I'm going to rob them. So you see what I'm saying? Now you done messed it up for all of us Negroes. But she got a loan. Who cares where she got it from? Because you know what? I sit here and think that's something that you could do. You could get a $3,000 loan. Where can you get a loan from? Everybody all of y'all get a title loan at one time in your life. You can get a payday loan or a title loan, or matter of fact, you can go enroll in school and get you a nice student loan, get you a couple $1,000s, so you can start you a business. And she started with $3,000 selling jewelry. That is amazing. And he said that she's out there 80 hours a week. This woman is working 80 hours a week with over $1 million, because they stole a lot. But if you look on the screen, there's still a lot of jewelry left in the case. So she got over $1 million worth of jewelry in these cases, and started out with a $3,000 loan. That is incredible. That shows that it can be done if you put in the work. Now, again, it says she put in 80 hours a week. That's where I think a lot of people have a problem, is that they don't want to put that much time and effort into making something happen. But contrary to popular belief, but news flash, that's what it takes to become successful. You got to put the work in, you got to put the sacrifice in, and you got to do what it takes. Now, she should have had insurance, of course. Maybe she couldn't get it. Not sure if she could speak English well or not, but she probably couldn't get it. Well, it might have been too, or they may not been able. They probably didn't want to insure her because she was in a grocery store that lacked security when it came to selling jewelry. So that could have been, or insurance probably been sky high to where she couldn't afford it. So that could have been that could have been the problem. It's probably why she putting in all the hours, 80 hours a week. Shoot, that store open, let's say grocery store. I don't know. It's not 24 hours. So, they might put in, let's say 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, which is 50 some hours. And then just and if you're there the whole, I mean, that's just basic. And then the store's open 10, 12 hours at least a day. And you there the whole day. Yeah. 80 hours a week trying to get your business started. I mean, to me, that's the inspiration to me. I mean, it's sad that this happened. Now to the young fellas, the governor of Oklahoma, now we in Texas, but the governor of Oklahoma came up with a plan saying that if you want to graduate high school, you have to have some kind of plan before you leave our schools. You have to have be accepted to a college, a tech or trade school, going into a career, or the military. And people are in an uproar over that. Well, this right here is the reason why something like that probably needs to be established, because these kids, they go to school, get out of school if they graduate, and they have no plans in life. And so they get out here and terrorize the world because their life is worthless for the most part. I don't care if you got kids. You might say, man, I got kids, I got family I got to take care of. You should have thought about that before you had them babies. You should have thought about that before you decided to do nothing with your life except piss it away. So now you out here committing crimes, destroying people's lives who ain't done nothing to you. Now, what you gonna do with this jewelry? You gonna pawn it? You gonna sell it? Because if you try to go out there and pawn it, which is probably the best thing, well, not the best, but probably the only thing you'll be able to do. And then people are gonna say, "Oh, we saw the story on the news. Yeah, this guy came in and pawned it. Here's his ID, and this is the ID he gave me. Blah blah blah. And here we go." Because you're not gonna sell $600,000 worth of jewelry on the street that quick. You're just not gonna do it. But you're gonna set up shop somewhere. Somebody gonna see this store. Somebody gonna see you. Somebody gonna see that dude with no mask on, and they're gonna be like, "Okay, we found him. Now you're gonna be arrested, and then you're going to jail." There also used to be a program back in the day where if you committed crimes, especially if you're young, the judge used to give you two options. I know because I got family members and I got guys I grew up with or known when I was in my youth who went to the military because they committed a crime when they was young in their youth. And the judge give you two options: prison or the military. I think it needs to be reinstated and enforced to the fullest because, well, one, they say 75% of all military eligible people in America are not fit to go in the military due to drug use and being out of shape. Well, these guys who's committing this crime, you put them in the military, it'll whip them into shape. Then they learn discipline. They'll learn how to work as a team. They might learn trades. And then when they get out the military, they can either graduate military or they can get out the military and they can really become productive members of society. But when you have nothing to live for, just to terrorize other people, to me, not fit to walk the streets. You need to be locked up somewhere. Or, like I say, go to the military. But man, I try to find the good and the bad in stories like this. And again, I mean, inspiration is take out a loan. And you might think, oh, if I take out a loan and then if I default and I owe money, well, hell, I'm quite sure you probably owe money anyway. But you could take out a loan, borrow money from somebody. You ain't got to have $3,000. Start with $300. I done vendor shows where cats sell jewelry for 20, $30 a piece, nice pieces, just what you call it, like trunk jewelry, fake jewelry, and they'll sell out. People come to their little table and buy all types of, what I'm saying, just, and they'll sell out, buy a lot of it. But when you look and you see the price, jewelry markup, let's say the biggest markup in sales next to like fountain drinks is jewelry. Jewelry is markup is crazy. Like could be like 200-300%. You can buy a piece for like $5 and sell it for like 20-50 bucks, 20 to $50 easy, depending on what it looked like and how much somebody likes it. So she could take out a $3,000 loan and mess around and sell let's say like this. You can take a loan out for three. Say you buy $3,000 worth of jewelry wholesale. You can make, I want to say probably about $15 to $30,000 easy on those pieces if you know how to get out there and do it. So, like I said, this could be an inspiration to anybody. Just to start a business, start small and grow it, and then next thing you know what I'm saying, you got your own booth. Now, she should have what I feel is no, not having a jewelry store and a grocery store. That is not the thing to do. If you are gonna do, but you do got a jewelry counter in Walmart, but hell, I don't think they jewelry costs that much. But even in Walmart, they have security. Supermercado probably don't have security or police present 24/7. Now, if they did, kind of like how I think like Walmart and Target and places like that around here, hell, even HEB got police outside. Then you could probably get the insurance and probably feel better. Probably do better by selling jewelry there. But anywho, uh, hopefully, the lady get her jewelry back. I'm sure she's probably devastated, distraught. Probably don't know what she's gonna do. But if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, she ain't gonna stop. She's gonna find a way to increase security and make it better. Uh, should have had a gun. I'm gonna say that. If you had some kind of weapon, or maybe should have hired security, the outcome would have been different. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, should know better in the future. But anyway, like I said, I hope they catch these guys and put them all in the military. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share with the world. Have intelligent conversation. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you about a couple of minutes out your day, but it means the world to us here. If you want to support us financially, you can get super thanks, super chats, super stickers, and you can click on the link in the description box. Help us out that way. With that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.